In the depths of our Milky Way, at the very heart of our galaxy, something strange is happening. Scientists have detected bizarre radio signals that pulse and fade, appear and disappear, following patterns that defy conventional explanation. These signals have left astronomers puzzled, and some have begun to wonder, could we be detecting evidence of something extraordinary at the center of our galaxy? Today, on Space Enigmas, we're diving into one of astronomy's most perplexing mysteries, the bizarre radio signals coming from the center of our galaxy that have scientists scratching their heads.
Man, every time I look at images of our galactic center, I'm just blown away. It's such an extreme environment. About 26,000 light-years from Earth lies this incredibly dense region where millions of stars orbit around something we can't even see directly.
And that invisible object would be
a supermassive black hole. We call it Sagittarius A star, and it's a monster with the mass of about 4 million suns crammed into a space smaller than our solar system. The area around it is absolute chaos. Intense radiation, powerful magnetic fields, and so much dust that visible light can't even escape. It's basically cosmic Times Square on New Year's Eve, but way more extreme.
With so much activity happening there, it must be difficult to observe.
Exactly. We can't see it with optical telescopes because of all the dust and gas in the way. That's where radio astronomy comes in. Radio waves can penetrate all that cosmic fog, and it's through radio observations that astronomers have picked up these really weird signals that don't seem to fit any known pattern.
So what exactly are these signals? When were they first detected?
So back in 2019, a team using the Australian Square Kilometre Array Pathfinder radio telescope detected something super strange. They found a radio source named ASKAPJ 17360.8.2-321635. Catchy name, right? That had some really bizarre behaviour.
Bizarre in what way?
Well, this signal would appear and then completely vanish over hours. It didn't follow any predictable pattern, and when they tried to find it using different radio telescopes, sometimes it was there and sometimes it wasn't. What really got astronomers excited was that this signal showed circular polarization.
Circular polarization. What does that mean for our non-astrophysicist viewers?
Great question. So most natural radio sources emit waves that oscillate in random directions. But this signal's radio waves were rotating in a specific circular pattern as they travelled through space. That's pretty rare, and usually means there's a magnetic field involved. But here's the kicker. The polarization was nearly 100%, which is basically unheard of in natural radio sources.
And this isn't the only strange signal from that region, right?
Not at all. In fact, since then, astronomers have found several more of these transient radio sources near the galactic center, each with its own weird fingerprint of behavior. There's one called the cosmic burper that emits short, powerful bursts at irregular intervals. Then there's another nicknamed the ghost, because it appears in exactly the same spots every 76 days, stays for a couple of weeks, then vanishes completely.
And do we have any idea what's causing these signals?
There are several theories, ranging from the mundane to the mind-blowing. Let's start with the more conventional explanations. Some astronomers think these signals could be from a new type of pulsar. That's a rapidly rotating neutron star. Pulsars typically produce very regular signals, like cosmic lighthouses. But if this pulsar is in a binary system with another star, and there's material flowing between them, that could explain the irregular pattern.
What about other natural explanations?
Another possibility is that we're seeing radio emissions from stars with extremely powerful magnetic fields, what astronomers call magnetically active stars. When these magnetic fields reconnect and realign, they could produce the kind of polarized radiation we're detecting.
But I'm sensing there's something about these signals that doesn't quite fit these explanations.
You're right, Adam. The thing is, none of these natural explanations fully account for all the observed properties, especially that near-perfect circular polarization. That's why some researchers have started considering more exotic possibilities.
Like what?
One fascinating theory involves something called axions. These are hypothetical particles that could be a component of dark matter. If axions exist, they might convert into photons in the presence of strong magnetic fields, like those around the supermassive black hole. This conversion could potentially produce the kind of polarized radio signals we're detecting.
And I'm guessing there might be even more, let's say, speculative theories.
Oh, you know it. Whenever we detect something unusual from space that we can't immediately explain, the question comes up. Could it be artificial? Could we be picking up technosignatures? Signs of advanced technology from another civilization?
Is that a serious consideration among astronomers?
Well, serious astronomers never dismiss a possibility outright without evidence, but they do follow the principle that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. If you think about it, the galactic center would be a logical place for an advanced civilization to place a beacon. It's a fixed reference point for the entire galaxy, like putting a lighthouse on the highest point of a city so it can be seen from all directions.
But wouldn't the harsh environment around the supermassive black hole make it difficult for any technology to survive there?
That's absolutely a fair point. The radiation and gravitational forces would be incredibly destructive. But an advanced civilization millions of years ahead of us might have technologies that could withstand those conditions. Or they might place their transmitters far enough from the black hole to avoid the worst effects, but still use its position as a reference point.
So what are scientists doing to try to solve this mystery?
There's actually a massive coordinated effort underway. Multiple radio telescopes around the world are now regularly monitoring these signals, including the Very Large Array in New Mexico, the Meerkat Array in South Africa, and the ALMA Observatory in Chile. By observing the same signals with different instruments, astronomers can rule out local interference and gather more complete data.
And has this coordinated effort yielded any new insights?
It's still early days, but they've already ruled out some possibilities. For example, they've confirmed these signals aren't from satellite interference or terrestrial radio sources. They've also determined that the signals aren't gamma-ray bursts or certain types of stellar flares.
What about future research? Are there new tools or technologies that might help solve this mystery?
Absolutely. The next generation of radio telescopes will be game changers. The Square Kilometre Array, which is under construction in Australia and South Africa, will be the world's largest radio telescope when completed. It'll be 50 times more sensitive than any current radio instrument and could potentially give us the detailed observations we need.
And I imagine machine learning and AI are playing a role too?
Definitely. Astronomers are now using AI algorithms to sift through massive amounts of radio data, looking for patterns humans might miss. This has already led to the discovery of several new transient radio sources that traditional methods missed. As these algorithms get more sophisticated, they may help us connect the dots in ways we haven't been able to.
Whatever these signals turn out to be, what would the implications be for our understanding of the universe?
That's what keeps me up at night thinking about this stuff. If these signals turn out to be a new, natural phenomenon, it could revolutionize our understanding of radio astronomy and high-energy physics. If they're associated with exotic particles like axions, it could be the first indirect detection of dark matter, which would be Nobel Prize worthy.
And if they were artificial?
Well, that would obviously be the most profound discovery in human history. It would mean we're not alone, and that another civilization has developed technology far beyond our current capabilities. But I should emphasize that this remains the least likely explanation based on current evidence.
It's fascinating to think that, with all our advanced technology, the center of our own galaxy still holds such mysteries. We've sent rovers to Mars, landed on asteroids, and even visited Pluto, yet what's happening 26,000 light years away at the heart of our cosmic home remains elusive.
That's what makes astronomy so exciting to me. Every answer we find usually opens up 10 new questions. These mysterious radio signals remind us that even in our own galaxy, there's still so much we don't understand. Whether they turn out to be a new class of stellar object, exotic physics, or something we haven't even thought of yet. The journey to figure it out is what drives science forward.
As we continue to listen to these strange whispers from the heart of our galaxy, one thing is certain: the universe still has plenty of surprises in store for us, and whatever these signals turn out to be, they're a reminder of how much we still have to learn about the cosmos we call home. What do you think these mysterious radio signals could be? Share your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this cosmic mystery, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Space Enigmas for more explorations of the universe's greatest puzzles.
And be sure to check out our next video, where we'll be diving into the mystery of dark matter, the invisible force that seems to hold our galaxies together, yet somehow remains completely undetectable to our instruments.
Until next time, keep looking up and listening.